I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Average Woman Podcast. I am that lady, Miss Nicole, coming at you today with another topic that is near and dear to my spirit. So let's get into it today. We are going to be talking about ways to show your man your appreciation. How do you show a man that you appreciate him and that you respect him and you love him? Just appreciation, right? So, and I know y'all like, oh Lord, here she go again. We'll talk about how to be loving on this man. But guess what? If you don't know how to do it, you need somebody to tell you how to do it. And you don't have to go by my rules. By my words. Some stuff you might be able to use, some stuff you might not be able to use. But at least it'll open up your mind to thinking about something other than yourself. Start thinking about ways that you can be a blessing to your husband so that he'll start being a blessing to you. It's a wonderful thing to love your man and take care of him. God darn. I mean, if you got one, if God was good enough to you to send you a man to get old with and to be blessed, and if you got a man that's sniffing on you, if God loved you enough to send a man to sniff on you, you got you should feel obligated to do right by him and mean and well. If a man puts a baby in you, you should feel obligated to do right by him and mean and well. That's the bare minimum, y'all. That's the bare minimum. You can't show it. I never understood. Well, y'all understood that already, because we really don't appreciate fathers. This is not a father society, because when a father is in the house, fathers require order, respect, discipline, things that the mother will kind of compromise on. But when it comes to the father in the house, it's a order and a structure to it. So I can understand that you don't like order, you don't like structure, you want to do what you want to do. You rather go with mama because mama gonna be a little bit more lenient, but that is to your downfall, not to your betterment. It's to your downfall. So we're going to get into it today. And I appreciate you tuning in. Listen, if you want to do some business, NicoleArcher.com is my website. You can email me, queenfromcreation@NicoleArcher.com. You can also make sure you like, subscribe, and share and follow my YouTube channel, The Average Woman channel. We'll be right back after these messages. Hey everybody, and welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Average Woman Podcast. I am that lady, Miss Nicole, definitely at your service. So let's get into it. Today we are talking about how to appreciate your man. So, and I know y'all like, oh my gosh, she always talking about lifting up these brothers. They ain't lifting us up. They ain't giving us nothing. Well, a wise man once told me that men don't love, they be loved. And once you love a man, he gonna love you back because he know that you have his best interest at heart. So it's not hard to figure that out. But nobody gonna just fall in love with you, and your works don't justify you doing that. So I would like to think that showing your man appreciation is about not really going that extra mile. It's just about really meaning him well. Okay, so in order to show your husband appreciation, the first thing that you should do is listen to him. You should listen to him, listen to his complaints, his concerns, his whatever. You need to listen to him. That is the first biggest thing that you could do, that whatever that a man would just, he'd be like, wow, you really different. Because you listen to every fucking word he say. You understand what he's saying. And if you don't, you ask questions to understand. But you give him your ear. You respect what he's saying out his mouth, even though you might not like what he got to say. You know why he's saying it. Or you understand the place where he coming from. Sometimes our men was raised a certain type of way. And everybody, when I say the word chicken and rice, my idea of chicken and rice that pop in my head is not the same as what chicken and rice is to you. But it is still chicken and rice. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand how people was raised. You have to understand what his beliefs is and get to understand him. And the only way that you can get to know a person and understand a person is to listen to them. Listen to them with an open mind, not judging what they saying, not trying to put your extra hot sauce on their burrito, baby, because they don't need no hot sauce on that burrito. It's just what it is, what it is, what it is. That's what you need to give them. You need to give them your ear. Without your opinion, just listen. Like you do in school. Learn. Absorb what he's giving you and take that and run with it. That is a huge sign of appreciation and respect. If you listen to what he says and you cooperate with what he says, man, that's like huge. You'll keep a man if you do that. They want you to listen to them and respect what they say, because they know what they need to be happy, and they know what they can work. They trying to work with you. But if you don't listen to what they saying, you kind of tie their hands. Okay, you ain't gonna do what I asked you to do. I'm about to go find somebody else. Because a man only gonna say something to you so many times before he get tired of it. So listen to what your man's saying, so he ain't got to tell you more than once. It's very irritating for him. He have to discipline the kids and you because you won't listen. A man wants a woman that'll listen to what he got to say and respect it and do what he asks her to do. That'll keep you with him for a long time. Long time. All right? So listen to him. The next thing is communication. If you want to show your man appreciation, learn to communicate with him effectively on the level that he likes to be communicated in. If he asks you, don't call him boy, don't call him boy. I don't know a man that really likes to be called boy or bruh. Respect him as you would have respected your father had he stayed around and taught you the ways that a woman should treat a man. Respect him in that way. Because that's what you need to be doing. Because if your father had stuck around and really had loved you accordingly, you would love and adore your husband for the man that your father was, and the qualities of a man that you saw, that you see in him, because you chose wisely. But a lot of y'all didn't have a father to groom y'all, so you kind of don't know what the hell you're doing. So I'm trying to help you out. You have to be able to communicate with these men. Men don't like to be yelled at. Don't come at them with your feelings, because they're going to instantly turn their ear off to what you have to say, as anybody would. Don't be lazy. Don't be nasty. Don't be hateful, malicious, and spiteful. And always teach his kids to love him, whether you do or not. And respect him in front of his children, and respect him because that's just the right thing to do. A lot of y'all can avoid men feeling like they can put their hands on you if you keep your damn hands to yourself and stay in order. You don't have to be abused by your man. But some of y'all like that because that's how you was raised, because that's how you saw your mama and your grandmama and your aunties and all them got down like that. And that's that drunken harlot stuff. And a lot of our ladies have been indoctrinated in that drunken effing fighting and all this stuff like that. You know, that it's a culture, especially down south. I don't know how any other areas are, but I know down south we used to have these liquor houses, And the women used to hang out in the liquor houses. They were some of the worst ones. They like to drink, get drunk, and they ain't happy till they get beat up. And some of y'all like that to this very day, all out in the street fighting, ripping each other hair out the scalp. Talking about you want a man. Why? You seem to be happy doing just what the hell you doing. And then when you done got all beat out, you done took all kind of losses, now you feel like you deserve somebody else who done been putting in college and working hard and taking care of themselves. You deserve to be looked at and acknowledged. You don't. You don't. You don't. A woman that puts in her work, a woman that maintains her respect and dignity, who's not out in the clubs. You're not going to find a woman at the clubs. Women don't go out to clubs. I told y'all, that's just that same old stuff. It's just that same old whole business from back in the days. Ain't nothing changed. We try to make it look good. We try to make it like it's cool that you and your husband take separate vacations. We try to make that make sense. We try to make it make sense that our husbands rather go out here in the streets and be with somebody else other than us. But as long as he come home, we cool with it. I don't understand. If he's yours, he's yours, and you ain't never got to worry about nobody taking him away from you if he's yours. But the problem is that when the man chooses you, you feel like, oh, my work is over. Like I can just do whatever I want to do. And it's not like that. It ain't like that with nobody. Once a man chooses you, you got to get on his train, right? And on the train, when the train is moving down the track, there's multiple people in there to help the conductor. See, he's the conductor. Your husband, he's the conductor. So you back there trying to maneuver stuff to make stuff happen in the background. And the only way you could do that is by obeying what the conductor says. That's why you got to listen to him. That's why you got to communicate with him effectively. And that's why number 3 is you got to be forgiving. A great way to show appreciation to a person is just to allow that like Miss Pac-Man, when we used to play the Miss Pac-Man game, that unlimited the unlimited lives. Yeah, he get an unlimited life pass for fucking up. It's not optional for us not to be together. Unless you just do something real abominable, like mess with one of our kids in a sexual manner or something like that. That's abominable. But everything else we can pretty much work with, So, but you have got to be able to, damn, that just took me down the damn crazy damn rabbit hole. So, but you got to be able to maneuver with your husband. You know what I'm saying? You've got to give them unlimited do-overs because they're going to fuck up. They're going to have issues. It's a growing and learning thing. You can't expect it, especially you don't know what he's been through. His idea of the man that he want to be might not even be a man. It might be something else that, he might still be trying to find his way of what his manhood is supposed to be and working out traumas and stuff that he suffered post-traumatic from being brought up. So I told you, you have to love your man. You got to give him that attention. You've got to, now I'm not saying become his mama and overdo it, but you got to listen to him. You got to respect him. You got to talk to him. You got to listen to him. You can't be all judgmental, and you got to be forgiving. You got to be forgiving. Well, you need forgiveness. You need forgiving because you done been wretched. And some of the things that he might find out about you later on in life, he might have been like, well, damn, I didn't want no woman to be like, I didn't know you was like that. They might not want to know something about you and they find out. But they're going to forgive you anyway. They're not just going to walk away, So that's why I'm telling you, like, be forgiving to your husband. When I say husband, I mean the man that you give your body to. The man that's giving his body and his time to you. That's your husband, whether you're married to him or not. You understand? According to the Bible, Laying down with a person is considered marriage. So, that's not my thing. But that makes sense though, because when you begin to have relations with people, with relations come children. In case you didn't know that, if you want to avoid having children, stop having relations, because relations lead to children. Yeah, that's what it's for. Not for just some kind of not just for fun and some kind of release thing and all this. That's for reproduction. That's why they're called your reproductive organs. So if you're not trying to reproduce, put those organs in your pocket and leave them there till later, and when you need them, and then once you done, finish running the streets and all this other stuff. But that's we I'm gonna get off topic if I take that whole path down there. We're gonna bring that back, because y'all already be tripping with me with the stuff that I'm saying now, because I know y'all don't even want to hear nothing about appreciating no husband. Y'all have Father's Day every year. Father's Day is a joke. Father's Day have always been a joke, because it's like, here it is on Mother's Day, y'all want the biggest roses, the biggest this, cakes and cookies and diamond rings and shit. And when Father's Day come around, I don't see the men never get that kind of attention. Ain't nobody throwing no big barbecues and buying chocolates and cars and trucks and stuff and power tools for their man like that. I never see it. And for some reason, we feel like that's okay. We want to be celebrated. But we don't want to celebrate our men. I don't understand that. We get dressed up. We put on all these clothes and eyelashes and hair and shit. Who the hell you getting dressed up for? You getting dressed up to attract somebody to you. It's a man. So you doing all that there to get a man, but then once you get the man, you don't want to chill with the man and do what the man needs you to do. So why even go through all that? You could just stay regular. You see what I'm saying? It really don't even make no sense. I'm just doing it for me. For you, for what? What about you needs a costume? So say you just doing it just to live in fairy tale land. You just want to check out for a little while. I got you. Okay, I understand. You just want to check out for a little while and just have a little bit of fun. You know what I'm saying? Wear your costume for about 10 years. And then when you start, maybe when you take enough losses out here in these streets, then you want to take the costume off, or still bring the costume down a little bit and hide all these scars and shit. And then you want somebody to take notice of you. Usually it don't work like that. Now, I told you, once you hear the truth, you're obligated to change your ways or suffer the consequence. So you should be appreciating your man. You should be listening to him. You should communicate with him on the level that he requires. You should be respecting him, and he should have unlimited do-overs, as you will have. You should be loving to him and his children. You should not steal from your man. You should not lie to your man. We grown, you know what I'm saying? Children lie. And we know children lie because they don't want to get in trouble, but you grown. Who the hell gonna get you? Why you gonna get in trouble? So what the hell you lying for? Just tell the truth. The truth will set you free. It's a beautiful thing. That's one thing about me. Like, when you tell the truth, people think you running game. Because they like, who is you to be telling the truth? I'm a human. I ain't got time to be lying to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no time to be lying to you. What? I got to remember them lies. I ain't even got time to remember the lies. I don't live in my thoughts like that. So I tell the truth. That's why y'all don't be ready for the Average Woman podcast. I be putting y'all in y'all feelings, but it's for a good reason. Because we need that crust of denial broken off of us. We need to breaking that crust off you, and freeing you from the foolishness that you are totally about. Freeing you from the foolishness and setting you free. That's what the Average Woman podcast is about. We're going to do this. We're going to free you from this foolishness and set you free. But listen, your man should not have to beg you for $1. You really got to stop being so damn cheap. I know your mama hard timed you when you was growing up, and that made you selfish about $1. But listen, when your man get hit hard times, he shouldn't have to worry about you not looking out for him. That's just like not even cool. You shouldn't be fighting about money because the world is set up for us to make money. Money should not be cherished or any of that there, because as soon as you start doing that, you lose it. So don't cherish money. Use money for what it is you need to be used for. The value is in what you do with it. So don't be hateful and selfish. And I'm telling you, the reason why prices is so high for hair products and everything, if y'all had a man, these people wouldn't be able to get this kind of money out y'all. These people wouldn't be able to get that kind of money out of y'all. But y'all spend too much money on foolishness. Too much money on foolishness that's totally irrelevant. And in the end, you can't take none of that stuff. Don't nobody care about. You can't take none of that stuff and get no money for it. It don't turn into nothing. You just throwing your money away. You don't never see no return on that. There's some of y'all around here sleeping on the floor, but got a $300 wig on your head. You totally embarrassing. The kids don't have no school clothes every year, but you got fake nails, $175. Yeah, I mean, come on. You ain't no woman if you doing shit like that. You ain't. You is a girl, and you need to sit down and go back to, you need to sit at the table and be taught again. Because that's highly embarrassing and unprofessional for any woman to put herself in that kind of position. If you ain't got no bed and you got a $300 wig on, shame on you. That's a shame. And the Bible says that a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. And that's just what you acting like. Because you should not have your baby sleeping on the floor and you got a $300 wig on and running around town and all this other foolishness. It's embarrassing. Half naked at the club thinking you doing something. You ain't doing nothing but embarrassing yourself. You ain't doing nothing but embarrassing yourself. You think because, I'm working. So what? Everybody got to get a job to make some money. You ain't going to sell no booty. Because we know that ain't respectable. Now the ones that's in the club stripping, you could do anything but that. That's how we know y'all fathers failed y'all. Because number one, your daddy job is to keep you off the pole, and your mama job is to keep you out of jail. So if you done been on the pole or in jail, they failed you. Period. Because you got to learn to have some self-respect and some dignity. And it ain't no magical thing to have a good relationship. Like, you got to do the work. You have got to decide, this is the kind of life I want to live with this man. This is the kind of life that he's offering me and how he want to do it. So I'm going to add my stuff to it and we're going to make it better. My husband wasn't entertaining me turning the front yard into a garden. But I did it. In the backyard into a garden. He not in the garden, but he had it set up so I could do my thing, and he don't never complain about it. Never complain about it. Because it's a good thing. So your husband not going to complain about the good works that you bring to his life. But he going to complain about the headaches and the foolishness. He definitely going to let you know about that. And you need to hear it so you can stop it. And accept when you doing wrong and when you don't make somebody happy. If a man don't make you happy, you quick to tell him, you don't make me happy. But what about when you don't make them happy? Do you not give a damn about that? Is that not relevant to you? That you might not make him happy either, but he still sticks with you. And he tries not to give your eggplant away. But some of them, they just can't help it because you just make them so miserable. They just got to go somewhere else. Because you just won't do nothing that they ask you to do, like a stubborn donkey. To your own demise, running around here with your fake hair and nails on, thinking you a 9 but you a 3. Just like Kevin Samuels told you. You gonna learn though. You gonna learn because your life gonna pass you by. And you're not gonna get to go on them trips. And you're gonna suffer. Because you want to do it your way. I gotta have what I'm looking for. I just can't settle. I just can't settle for just regular life. I got to have this pretty life with pretty Tony and this one. But that's not what wants you. That's not what's for you. What's for you has already been chosen and written. You need to get in order to line up with it. And as long as you stay out of order with it, your shit gonna be fucked up. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one to tell you, but that's the way it is. Until next time, shalom.
Sing all my melodies.